Oh, what's up, guys? A couple people, anyway. That's fine. Yeah, I figured I would talk about this. I had an idea yesterday and thought I'd talk about it. But first, I got stuff. Stuff comes from Kurt. A surprise gift. This is just some stuff from my last trip to Japan. Just happy to have someone to share with. So, I don't know what this is. Ooh, bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff. God damn. Okay, so we have. I don't know where to put stuff. Oh, we got a towel from Chilled Spot. Awesome. It's like a towel from Chilled Spot. I'm guessing it's Chilled Spot. I should take a look at it. Let's take a look at it though. Ah, there it is. Chilled Spot. Freaking sweet, man. That is very cool. Oh, you got to see a lot of bands, dude. You did. Holy crap. There is a lot here. I knew of like a couple things that were, like maybe one thing that was coming. Did not know about all this. Holy crap, dude. Oh, freaking. Oh, man. Freaking Bandmate towel. Oh, that's awesome. The, pixelated chibis. Dude. Sure. Got. And this is especially because I was hoping to go to Japan and I'm not going to be able to. And, you know, this is making me feel better about it, man. Thank you. Chili beans. Freaking awesome, man. All these bands are so good. Oh, no way. A Mukyu t-shirt. Thank you, man. This actually looks like a man size XL. Thank you very much, dude. But wait, there's more. Shouldn't have my guitar here. Bro. The new... Is the chat working? You guys not saying anything. Maybe not. Do. Maybe you're just being quiet and there's nobody here. Bro. Yep, you're just being quiet. There's nobody here. That's fine. I'll get it back up here. Muku Dungeon. Oh shit. Okay, so their new one. God damn. With a, it's got a pin in it too. It's a full 14 tracks. Hell yeah, dude. Lennon on bass, Asakura. Vocals, Takachi. Got the blood types on here. Kenichi. So it's the new Muku album, Dungeon. So what's this? Mellows. Fucking fire, dude. New Mellows album. It's got 10 songs too. Okay. Oh, no way. The Sai Sega. Get this off here. New Sai Sega album. EP. And they all signed it, put my name on there. Awesome, dude. Freaking sweet. What are those tickets on the inside? I wonder. Very cool, man. Thank you. I still have to finish my second part of the interview for them. I've been desperately wanting to, but haven't been able to get to it yet. What is this? Looks like butterflies. Hitsuji Bungaku. 12. That's an album, man. Whole 12 tracks. Freaking amazing, dude. I'm guessing he got to see probably all these bands. I think he did. Which is just great. And this is Chili Beans. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Their EP, album, whatever. Just new music. I'm so happy. Very cool. New Chili Beans. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you so much, man. You guys do send some amazing things my way. And like I said, I was hoping to be able to go get some stuff on my own, but I'm not going to be able to. So that will help me feel better about not being able to get to Japan again. Not for a while. So thank you, Kurt. Now, get my knife put away. What about guitar? Hopefully some people will I know I've mentioned a few times that I feel like I'm in a rut guitar-wise, which means I feel like I'm stuck. I'm always playing kind of the same thing over and over, which is which isn't necessarily a bad thing unless you have the desire to play more stuff. Because I think whenever I play on any kind of music, let's test this out, dude. Let's test this out a little bit. We'll go with okay, here's some Hendrix. What if I pick something else? We'll go metal. I don't know, A minor. Just gonna play the same shit. Faster, hard rock, and heavy. Whatever, I'm playing the same shit. And if I go jazz, so we'll try jazz. It's gonna be the same shit. Whatever. C minor. C minor, C Ionian, which is man. Anyway, there's ways I find myself back in this shape. The pentatonic minor. But I've taught myself to play out of different areas of that.
You live?
Yeah.
Well, can I show you my banjo?
Yeah. Hold on. Ellie wants to show his banjo.
Look how freaking sick that is. You ever see a pentagram on a freaking banjo? Yeah.
Nice.
Sick. Oh yeah. Doing it with the strings was a pain in the ass. So.
Yeah, I wondered. Anyway, I always end up playing in the same shape. So this one was supposed to be... but if I go here... What's the difference? That's it. For me, it just comes out the Dorian mode. But I just root it here. Yep. Which means I'm in familiar territory yet again. So how do we get out of familiar territory is the thing. So let me play. When I started playing with this, I was playing what felt like G minor. Because it's actually C major. So G minor Dorian shape works for C major Ionian. So what do I do to get out of this? Let's go to something minor because I think that would be the best way to explain it. What I thought of. Now I do know from I remember an old video with Trey Anastasio from Fish. They had an exercise that the band would do. Yeah, the man is trying to sleep and he's in there with his fucking banjo. Banjos are not quiet ever. Calm the distortion down a bit. Anyway, Trey Anastasio had exercise they did with the band where they would go around and they'd stand in a circle and they'd play, but nobody was allowed to play the same notes, the same note that anybody else was playing. So if you start out in A, if you came in after that, you have to be doing something. You couldn't go on the same thing. Everyone has to go on the root. Ryan, where the hell is my red Main Show shirt? I wish I could be a little more informative about that shirt, Polska Bob. I don't actually physically touch those things. It's all taken care of off-site. Some people, it has taken weeks to get them, and some people, they get them quick. So I apologize for that. I've been meaning to trying to change over to a better site that have a little more control over, better quality. But that's something I really think about until somebody brings it up. So it's on its way. I mean, I know the purchase went through. I was notified of it. But it'll sometimes just takes a while. Let me ask you guys. Does it sound like I'm playing the same stuff all the time? I try and do something different every time, but I know I fall into the same jams. So here's typical. Typical kind of shit. If I do more, so I just added in like Dorian mode into it, which this is showing. It should be. The Aeolian, which is minor. And I think what I always do is I start on the root. I'm always starting on the low root and moving up from there and then back and forth. It's kind of what I do. Kind of just back and forth. Niru, all of us mere mortals fall back on what is normal. Sure. Polska, we're like an hour away from each other. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It took me like 3 weeks to get a shirt I ordered. Anyway, what I'm thinking of is what if I went the other way? So instead of going every time something starts. Instead of doing the usual, if I force myself to go backwards. So play minor, but instead of having the root here and everything forward, just have it here and just go backwards. So from pentatonic. Is that even doing the same thing? Still starting on the root though. Let me try it. So I can't go do all the usual things, which I think I'm just going to find the usual things behind that fucking root note, right? kind of worked. I got the bends are different. The bends that I'm so used to are different, so that's kind of cool. What's Dory note? So it looks like. That's so it's so let's see if I can turn that into something cooler. It's weird how still learning it, folks. I don't know. Maybe I'm onto something. What do you think? What's up, Punk Rocket? Do you use some Japanese skills sometimes? You know what? I don't. What's up, Eric Tanjung? You play a different tempo and intensity depending on the genre, and that's half of it. Right on, man. Appreciate that. Ryan, we were doing an award show thingy for reaction channels on Orange Discord. You're nominated. When is that, Polska Bob? Was that today or tomorrow? Is that going on now? Is it going on now? I had a reminder for that. Eric Tanjung. Hey, hi man, can you play with Alif Bata sing fingerstyle? Come to Indonesia. We are waiting for that moment. I would love to, man. So play with Alip Pata. I don't know, man. Alip is a freaking... He's a genius. Thank you for that, though. He said I can play with Alip. That would be awesome. Let's skip to something else, dude. Well, yeah, the party thing's tomorrow, or the awards thing is tomorrow, right? Not Orange. I went to the wrong channel. Are you doing that now? Where was that? Hello, Jennifer. You're at work, but you can listen. What's going on now?
皆様こんにちは。このチャンネルはバンドメイドの一応名手がいろいろ個人的な意見や感想をつぶやいていくチャンネルです。改めまして2025年明けましておめでとうございます。本年もよろしくお願いいたします。動画投稿を始めてから2回目の正月ということで昨年も行いましたが今時点で分かっている今年のイベントのおさらいをしてみたいと思います。昨年2024年は新章開幕ということでいろいろなお給仕がありフェスありモデル発表ありと盛りだくさんのイベントでものすごく充実した1年となりましたが前へ前へ歩みを止めない場面
Where was that, dude? Send me the link. What's up, John Reeves? How you doing, man? Okay, I think the award show's tomorrow. I got a reminder set for that. What's up, John Reeves? I am trying to better myself as a guitarist, but I keep getting sidetracked, which is fine. I think I figured something out. That's the tricky part. Let's go with something I played with quite a bit and see. We'll do a Hendrix and I'll make myself play in that other freaking thing. We'll see, dude. smooth with that is tricky, dude. I don't know what to fucking do. It's like the Dorian works here, but not so much back here. Because I don't know where to go, I think. So maybe we need more distortion. Getting a cramp. So does that work? Does that sound different? I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's really clean, man. Thank you, John Reeves. Who knows? Awesome groove. Can't link without wrench. Yeah, well, there's to put it in the Discord, bro. Creativity Talking is the name of the channel. Oh, Creativity Talking. Gotcha. Yeah, and I had looked that up. I'll get there. So bing bam do do do. I think that's where I was going wrong. They don't know what I know. Creativity Talking Tunage show by a Master Molly Barnes. When is that thing coming up, dude? Lives? Is there a upcoming thing? Made stream. Yeah, that's tomorrow at 10 p.m. All right, man. I'll be there. How long is this? Or no, where's the, isn't there an ad? Or something for who's up for what on there? That's cool, though, you're doing that, though. I think, I did watch a clip where it was explained who was up for what. Sounded different to me. I like everything you play, though. Thank you, dude. I'm just trying. I think that might be something else I can do, which I might need to do. And it's different than just like playing in a different spot. Because I go back in that area sometimes. But if I force myself to stay in there and like bend notes out of that area, because I'm used to doing. Like those those things are so ingrained into my playing that I don't even think about them. It's easy. Like, I mean, it's 35 years of playing, but it just comes out naturally. If I got to go back here. That's what's tricky about that. With Dorian. Puts me into a band I'm not super familiar with. So yeah, that's good. Kind of like phone call. Let's do something else. Let's see. What's this? Stone Cold 70s Rock Jam. See if you can figure it out. Well, it's making me do other things, which is good, right? Right? That's what the next one is. Stone Cold Southern Opera. Yeah, I'm just playing at this point. Just playing around at this point. So I think it helped. I think it helped. possibly funky Mixolydian. Working Mixolydian? Oh yeah, fucking dead dude. What? So we're here. So it's almost the same thing as that. I see it's really- That was way more fun than I thought it was going to be. Actually sounding a bit Led Zeppelin-ish, yeah. That was fun. Okay, well, I think I lost track of what I was doing here. It says Hendrix, but I don't think it's Hendrix. Any thoughts? Is there anybody out there? Should just not worry about it. Well, I think I figured out a way to get out of a rut, so continuing to play forever won't necessarily prove that any more than what I may have already shown. goes to the fucking E? Is that what it happens? That is fun, dude. That is fun. What is that site for the backing track? It is doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I'll share it. It is a good that's a great track. Floyd, man. It is Now You Shred backing tracks. I'm just skipping ahead to the next one to see what's up. Thank you, QV. Just trying. I don't know the solo, so I was trying to figure out like what I knew from memory. I know I got some of it. Delay and compression. Delay and compression. Comfortably numb. Nah. A bunch of Floyd ones. We'll quit going to the same shit. Yeah, more of the same stuff. shit over and over. Get out the Jackson suit. I don't have a Jackson. I got the Ibanez. No Jackson, though. Cheating. Can't play it. Can't do the single note things. Well, I guess that's it, man. I don't know what the fuck else to do here. Unless you guys got something in mind. I don't know. Well, I guess I figured out what I needed to do. Go the other direction. That's all. So in case you guys are in a rut, that's what you can do. This is gonna. Taking this hill. Jackson. Go for it. I finally understood what you said. My amp modeling software is this. It's just a line 6 pod. And right now it's just on line 6 clean. Drives about 50%. Both pickups. Whatever the line 6 is. But yeah, it's all I use. Then there's rectifier and modern gain. Rectified is obviously like usually like a dual rectifier, but I usually use it at about there's my usual sound. You'll hear it. I turn the bass down about half. And then sometimes I'll bring the drive down half. And then I turn on the compressor. Then it's just, Then sometimes that's whatever stock setting it is. Then sometimes I will take it and I will change it to a 1/8 cabinet, which makes it sound a little nasty. A little bit more of a twang. A little louder. It's not so warm. If I bypass it, ew. QV says if you feel it helped you get out of a rut that it helped, that's all that matters. Yeah, I think it helped, dude. Neater says I've got one, just bought a Spark though. A Spark? I haven't messed with the Spark yet. I got Elliot a Boss Katana for Christmas, which I don't think he's used too much. He's been into his freaking banjo. So I'm about to steal it sometime and check it out. But I don't use amps very much. The amp I will always go for is my PV Redline 112, Studio 112. Studio Pro 112 Transtube series, and I love it. And every sound I try and get through this is sounds that I get through there. I mean, you can get whatever you want, and it changes depending on the guitar, but I mean, this setting. I pretty much get whatever I wanted. Pull out the harmonics on basically any of these guitars. Everything's a little different. This has a little bit more of an edge to it, a little bit brighter tone, I think. But if I want to bring it down, green tone notes. Acoustic. Yeah, man. Well, I hope that was informative. Other than me just jamming for the last fucking hour and a half. I guess I should work on the interview for Cy Sega, huh? The Tweed and Brit on high gain on the pod. What? Just the stock setting? Tweed Blues. That's the Tweed. Try it with 112. Sounds weird. That's a nice tone right there. About 55%. See the Brit and the Brit high gain? Here's a Brit high gain. So from the Brit high gain, it's rectified. Modern. It's not bad. Turn the bass down. It's a little compressed. compressor. It doesn't have that clarity I like. It's got a cool sound. There's folks. Here I am playing the same shit. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm obviously just dinking around on here. So, thanks for a few that were hanging out. Because it's a weird time to do it anyway. I know people are still working. I'm not working today. Some cool jamming, though. So we'll see if I remember and use it next time. Until then, that's it for today. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.